On this Memorial Day weekend, we will look at how our community is honoring those who have served and those who have given their lives for our country. We begin with the Friends of the Veterans Memorial Park in Davenport. We've shown you how the group has worked to develop the park. Now it's time for the next phase. We sat down with the group's president to learn what's next and how you can honor a loved one. And joining us now is Bill Churchill, president of the Veterans Memorial Park Committee. Bill, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us this week.
Thank you very much, John. I appreciate the opportunity.
Okay, just in case anyone doesn't know about your group, tell me what you guys are all about and how long you guys have been working to basically bring this park to life.
Well, the Friends of Veteran Memorial Park is a committee that was actually started in 2010. And the park of phase one of Veterans Memorial Park in Davenport was actually created, and the first phase was installed in 2011. So it's been ongoing for quite some time now, but it's just recently, well, I've been involved with the committee for about 7 years, 6 years, and we've finally made some moves in upgrading the park. And as of last year, November of 2023, we as a Friends group raised enough funds to install three major additions to the park. And that's the first major additions that's been added since the original phase one in 2011.
Yeah, tell me about what those additions, because we were out there when you guys sort of unveiled them and we were previewing them. They look spectacular and have really kind of brought that park to life in some ways.
Yeah, I think for sure. Before there was three flag poles and a concrete circular area around those poles and a couple of benches, and quite frankly, it was weeds and overgrown brush in the background. And really, the bike trail went right by there, but people really didn't realize that it was a Veterans Memorial Park, and there really was not that much to go see, quite frankly. But since the addition we've made in November of last year, 2023, those three additions were a huge 8 foot tall by 40 foot mural that was painted by Davenport West art teacher Dave Schaefer, and did a phenomenal job in creating the five branches of the military and the logo of each and a scene of each branch behind that logo. So that's a wonderful, wonderful addition to the park. I don't think you'll see anything like it anywhere, quite frankly. And then the other big item we had was a life-size bronze bugler statue that we are in the process right now of getting that to the point where it will play reveille every morning, the national anthem at noon every day, and taps every night. So those recordings we have not gotten hooked up yet, but they will be shortly. So that was a major addition, this bronze bugler statue. And the third big thing, what the Friends group did last year, was we put in 14 educational signs along the walking trail. Six of those are the six branches of the military, which includes the Space Force. So those were the three big items that the Friends group helped develop the Veterans Memorial Park last year. Now, to give the city credit, and certainly they deserve a lot of credit for this, and in phase two, they also installed a river overlook, which was a very expensive project, quite frankly. They also developed a amphitheater, and they scraped off the area, which allowed us to put all these things in there. So the city deserves a lot of credit as well.
Talk about that. I do want to talk about some of the other things, but this one's big because this one not only has the ability for people who are interested to really make themselves and their families and their loved ones a part of this, but it's also a critical sort of fundraising effort as well.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a win-win the way we see it. It's an opportunity for us to raise some funds so that we can not only develop uh, this particular project of the brick memorial area, but also where we can help fund the other six projects that we want in phase three. So, and the other good thing about it is that this will allow people to have a personalized brick with their veteran loved one on it, and they can go to the park and see this brick for years and years to come. And so it does make it a little more personal for the public to have this brick in our park now, and we think it's just a win-win for both the park and for the public.
And what are some of the other elements that you will add as part of phase three?
Okay, I mentioned we had 6 military signs that we put in phase 2, and one of the projects in phase 3, we're going to put a flagpole behind each of those 6 military branch signs with the corresponding flag of that branch behind the sign and on the flagpole. We also have we've ordered 2 life-size statues. One will be we want to make sure that females are recognized in our Veterans Park. They played a major part in a lot of wars and serving the military. And so we're going to have a female soldier statue installed in phase 3, and we're going to have a sailor life-size statue installed. We're going to have a wall. It's called like the Vietnam Wall in D.C., of course, much smaller. It's only 4 feet by 8 feet, but it has the names of Quad Cityans. I think about a 25 to 30 mile an hour radius, a mile radius of the Quad Cities, and names of military people that were killed in Vietnam. So that will be displayed in our park. We're going to have a totem pole where it's kind of like on MASH, where it's going to have arrows on it that shows distance and directions of various wars that the U.S. has been involved. And we're going to have a soldier's cross that is made out of wood that was carved by local artist Tom Gleit. So those are the items that we have in phase 3. And again, these all cost money. The holdup right now, and the thing I think people need to realize about the bricks as well, is we have to have plans okayed by the engineers of the city of Davenport. We have to turn those plans in. So I think it's important for people to realize that although they're able to order the bricks right now, they won't probably be installed until next year.
As I hear you describe what's already been put in and what's coming, it really seems like it really seems like it's what our veterans deserve. Um, how does this, seeing all of this kind of begin to develop, and also just being able to visit the park, how does that affect you personally? Because you're a veteran yourself.
Yeah, I think it's hopefully for all veterans, but also veterans' families and the public in general. I think it's just a great place where you can go, and it's a beautiful setting right by the Mississippi River, a very iconic landmark in our country. And this park is right beside that river, and there's a great there are benches there. There's the amphitheater. There's walking trails where it's a great place to just go and reflect and remember. And we just think it's a wonderful place to if you want to have a little peace and quiet or a place to reflect. We do think it's a wonderful thing and a wonderful place to do it. And for me personally, it gives me pride to know that I've been a part of helping develop this park and allow other people to get this same experience going forward and watch it develop and get better and better each and every time we add another phase.
Bill, real quick before I let you go here, you guys have lost a good friend.
Yes, his name is Myron Lynch. He was 95 years old. He was a Korean War vet, and he's been involved with this committee since it started back in 2010. And he's been coming to meetings all these years. We have a monthly meeting, and Myron is hardly ever missed. He's been a very important part of everything that we've done. He was, in fact, at the ribbon cutting in November of last year. He was in a wheelchair. He wasn't feeling great at that time, but he was there. His family got him there. And so we're really miss Myron Lynch, and he deserves a lot of credit for all the time and effort that he's put in to help make this park what it is today.
Bill, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us this week.
Donna, thank you for the opportunity. We really appreciate it.